Hi, and a huge warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan Yates, and I'm an artist and author, and I'm here in my home studio to share with you a book review. Now, if you know me well, or even if you know me just a little bit through my teachings, YouTube channel, and Inspire Sketching membership, you may well know that I have a huge love of art books. I am absolutely obsessed with art books, and I have shelves around my studio that are packed full of all different books on all different sketching and plenty of other different subjects as well. My house is full of books. So today I wanted to share with you a book that I got recently on a topic that is very close to my heart, and that is mindful sketching. When I teach sketching, I do this because I personally use sketching as a tool for relaxation, wellness, expression, and for my own creativity. And what I like to teach is approaching sketching in a way that is mindful. And by that, it's all about just the process of sketching. We're never thinking of the end result. If we get a great end result, brilliant, that's a bonus. But what I always teach is enjoying the process of putting pen to paper and savouring that process, experimenting, playing, creating, doodling. That's what I'm all about. And so I found a book that is all about mindful sketching. And it's this one here. It's called Draw Yourself Calm. Draw slow to stress less. Doesn't that sound fabulous? The book is by Maricle and it's produced by Search Press. So what I would love to do now is hop into the book, show you inside, and I'll let you know what I think. So here we are, Draw Yourself Calm by Maricle. This is the front cover with some example sketches on. And the back cover, again, you can see some more example sketches, and it talks about how this book is all about tuning in, chilling out, and drawing yourself calm through slow drawing exercises. Lots of patterns and simple exercises. So let's open the book. And if we come here, we can see the contents. So it talks initially about who the author is. Her name is Amy. We've got some fantastic examples here. So this contents actually shows you what designs, what drawings you're going to be doing, which I think is really lovely. Having a visual contents page, I think is quite unique and really quite fun, because you can actually perhaps look at the pattern and choose visually rather than just by what is written, which I think for anyone creative, actually, is a really great way of laying out the contents of the book. So I find that really lovely. So the first section is introduction, what is slow drawing, tools, etc., etc. And then it goes into warm-ups and slow drawing patterns. And that's where the contents actually shows you some of the examples. So the introduction to what slow drawing is and tools and materials, laid out very much similar to many books in the art and sketching world. And it talks about weaving drawing into your day, making it an existing habit, prepping your materials. Pre-prepping your materials, I think, is a great tip actually, and it's something that I would usually always advise when you want to go out sketching. Have that sketchbook ready. Now there's a whole section on warm-ups, which again is something I really believe in, creating warm-ups that basically get you in the zone. They're a way to experiment and draw with curiosity. So there's a few of those there. Talking about going for a nature walk, playing with patterns. And these kind of things are absolutely the types of things that I highly recommend for all my students, and I will teach very often, perhaps in a different way, when I'm teaching in online courses and in my Inspire Sketching membership. And then the book moves on to these slow drawing patterns. So each one is explained with a picture, some beautiful wording, and then it goes through exactly how to draw the pattern and different variations to try. So as I talk, I'm just going to flick through so you can see how the book progresses. And it's really fun to see how the different patterns progress as well. So we have lots of different patterns. Now, some of them include a little bit of colour, but a lot of them are very simple materials, a single pen and a piece of paper. So I'll skip through this, I'll just flick through this, but you get the gist, creating lots of different wonderful mindful patterns. And the thing with mindful drawing, and this is something that I love to teach myself, is that you're often repeating a single shape several times over, and you're just getting immersed in that process of putting pen to paper. So you're enjoying the process itself, the marks, in this case, like the curve of these little droplets. You're not thinking about an end design, you're just letting it build as you go. There's a few fun projects in there, like creating a greetings card, and it goes on, and there's plenty to experiment with. So I think in terms of mindful drawing, I think this book really reinforces the point that I think is really important, that it's the process of putting pen to paper that brings you the benefits of art and creativity. It's that slowing down, it's that connection between mind and body and pen, and just watching the pen move across the page. Here it says you'll notice your hand and the texture of paper, the wobbles, the waves, and it will notice the lovely sense of movement. All these little observations as you're drawing are so important, and it's lovely to see a book reminding people of this and encouraging you to wander, to explore, and to get immersed in the pattern. And I do love a nature pattern. So yeah, there's a couple of little bits and pieces at the end, kind of projects, and I suppose there's some Q&As, like troubleshooting little bits at the end as well. Some things that people might say, like, I find it hard to slow down, my hands shake, the lines are wobbly. So it's lovely to see these questions answered as well. Handy index at the back, and some resources. So all in all, this book is $12.99 from Search Press. I think it's a really great book if you are curious or interested in just doodling, drawing for wellness, to slow down, and just want some inspiration for the kinds of things that you can draw in this doodling and mindful drawing approach. So a really fun book, and I hope you find this little flick through and discussion about the book of interest. So I hope you enjoyed this little dive into this fabulous little book, Draw Yourself Calm by Amy Maricle. I really enjoyed looking through this. I love the approach to sketching being one that it's about slowing down and stressing less. I mean, we all need a little bit less stress in our lives, don't we? If you would like to get hold of a copy of this, I have popped a link to the book underneath this video so you can find it nice and easily. And I really think it's a fun one if you have a few pennies and you would like to expand your sketching bookshelf. And if you'd like to know more about sketching in a mindful way, a lot of my teaching is all about sketching and approaching it in this sort of slow, sustainable method. My recent course called Tiny Moments is a brand new online sketching course which talks about slowing down in your sketching but using grids and thumbnails as small little windows to sketch in. So basically you can sketch in little bits, in little pockets of time throughout your day, and just enjoy that little drip feed of creativity on a regular basis. The link to this is below my video, or you can watch the trailer as well, which explains all about the course, because doors are open now for registrations and I would absolutely love to see you in there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Happy sketching, everyone!